Jedi Network Return of the Knicks podcast, game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. The New York Knicks with a one-game advantage on the Boston Celtics. What's going on, everyone? I'm your host, BX Sports Jedi Kev, the Don. Yes, the Don of the watch along here on a beautiful Tuesday, 7th day of May 2025. We got the Knicks taking on the Boston Celtics, trying to get a stranglehold of this series. Let's go. The Knicks up 1-0, getting a big, huge victory in game 1 on the road. The Road Warriors, New York Knicks, looking to try to steal one as we got Jody Davison joining us. Big task at hand in the building. We got Ethan in the building. Big task is calling in with the Nick Pride. Talking to them. Of course, Jody Davison, of course, everyone joining us. Let me shout out everybody in the chat. We got D-Ross in the building. We got Nito23. We got big Michelin star Chef Dan joining us shortly. Let's go. Talk to them, Knicks. Talk to them. Let's go indeed. I appreciate everyone joining us here. And, of course, we are ready to rumble. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to give you the play-by-play on the watch-along. If you're watching me on Rumba, on YouTube, on X, on Truvo, on Kick, on Facebook, we do the play-by-play, the watch-along here. And if you want to see the game, you could join us on the playback at Sports Jedi Network. You got to let me know that you're in the chat on the Playback TV app. I'll give you a pass where you actually see the game. I know you could watch it at home. We know all that. It's nationally televised broadcast game. You know you can watch it at home. Here's the difference. Don't watch it alone. Come and react and watch along with us. Come and watch along with Knicks fans or basketball community, and let's react together. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, come and react with us on our chat. Get into the family of the Sports Jedi Network, Return to the Knicks podcast. Come on in. Let's talk about it. Let's react. Let's see what you see, what you don't see, what Tom Thibodeau's doing as a head coach that irritates you, what Mikal Bridges is doing or not doing on the court, what big Karl Anthony Towns is lacking in his game. How is Jalen Brunson oohing and ahhing? Is he holding the ball too much? Is he orchestrating a wonderful offense? Is he taking over the game? All that and more on the Sports Jedi Network. We ask you to come join us. Come be part and feel the force of the Sports Jedi Network. What's going on? Big Task is so nervous. Hey, I'm not going to tell you how to feel, Big Task. I'm calm, cool, collective. You could call me D-Ross with the glasses. You know what? We got game 1. I think we win game 2, even though the Knicks are a 10.5-point underdog on the money line. 10.5 points, yes. And 211 points and a half is the over and under at a plus 330. 380, excuse me. Listen, you know what? Don't worry about it. Vegas has lost a lot of money in the last 4 years. 4 years on this orange and blue attack. They're going to keep losing money. I think the Knicks go up 2-0, but let's go. They have to play it one possession, one quarter, one half at a time. You take care of business. And you know what? Don't look ahead. You want to win this game tonight. Give all, you know what? You go back to the wall, all balls against the wall. You go out there and become the Road Warrior New York Knicks, because you know what's coming up? A garden party. But you know how to look ahead to Saturday. You want to take care of business tonight in Boston. You're going to eat baked beans tonight and lobster roll. Let's go. The Knicks are perfect. A 4 straight playoff road win, tying a franchise record in 1999. Yes. I love that 1999 team. It all started with the Allen Houston floater that went in, and we propelled. Let's go. Let's take care of business. Let's go. Knicks are ready. I'm ready. Steve Feltlight. Let's go. Steve Feltlight in the building. What's going on, Steven? What's going on, Steven? Steven, I am craving for you to join us on the playback. No joke aside, you are a hell of a partner. You are a hell of a watch-along. And I thank you for getting our views in YouTube up. But, man, I would love to join us on the playback. Seriously. One of these days we'll love that, because when the basketball season is over, occasionally we'll do Yankee baseball, maybe some Mets, be able to show the games on the playback. And I know you're a big baseball connoisseur. I think you'll appreciate that if you would join us there. No Hauser. Hauser is out with an ankle, but the starting lineups are the same. It's going to be Hartford, Tatum, Brown, White. Holiday for the Knicks is Brunson, Hart, Bridges, Anunoby, and Karl Anthony Towns. And of course, I'm your play-by-play guru, the one and only, the Don of the Watch Along. Look, Nick Media could try to copycat. They could try to copycat in the Jets. He could try to copycat here in the and coming over to the playback. But there's only one Sports Jedi, and his name is BX Sports Jedi Kev. Let's go. The Knicks are in their white uniforms. I was gonna wear the white. I went with the royal blue because I just like the royal blue. The Knicks are in their white uniforms with orange New York across their chest. Boston are in their green with Boston across their chest. And we are ready to tip off. Let's go. So James Kafer is the officiating crew. The officiating is going to be a big part of this game. Will they let them get physical? Here we go. Tip off won by the Knicks. Gang 2 on the way. Jalen Brunson will bring the basketball up here. Brunson will give it to Hart now on the logo. Hart, bounce pass here to Brunson. Shot clock at 13. Brunson top of the key now. Brunson gets a screen. Brunson kicks it out to Hart. Hart thought about it. Now he has Hartford on him. Dribbling. Shot clock at 2. He's going to have to put a grenade up. I don't know. He stepped back, put up a 3, and that is good. 3-pointer. Oh, gee. Anunoby from downtown. Knicks draw first blood, 3-0. Here's Tatum. Over to Holiday. Holiday driving baseline. Holiday on the baseline. Stops. Up and under. It's good. That's Holiday using his physicality and his body there to get that layup. Boston answers back. So the Knicks up by 1 as Jalen Brunson brings the basketball up. First minute gone by in the game. Here's OG. Back over to Mikal Bridges. What's going on? Curly Goddess. Salute. Curly Goddess is joining us in the chat. Welcome back. Underneath this, up and under. Mikal Bridges. Oh, misses that layup. I'll take that every day, twice on Sunday. I like that. Here is White. Back up again here to Tatum. Tatum top of the key. Tatum not looking. Tatum kicks it off here to Brown. Brown jab step. Brown thought about it. Now Brown strives. Brown steps in. Spins up. He's no good. Rebound. Gets his own rebound. Kicks it back out. Here's Tatum. Thought about it. Give it over to Holiday. Holiday steps back for 3. That's off the mark. Fight for the rebound. White. Another offensive rebound here. Here's Hartford for 3. That's no good. Clanks it. Here comes Bridges. Bridges, one-step man. One man to beat. Bridges loses the ball and a little sloppy in that transition as Bridges kicks it, and it will be back to Boston as we got Jody Davison. We got a full house in the chat tonight. Let's go. We got Argo in the building, Super Argo. We got D-Ross, Calm Cool Collective. Next season, here's a 3 for Brown. No good. Rebound by Karl Anthony Towns. As I'm trying to read everyone's chat, and I love it. Keep the chat going. I love it. Let's go. Here's Brunson back in, and Brunson stops, kicks back. Jumper. No good. Rebound by Tatum. Knicks up by 1, 3-2. Here's White. Here's White again. Derek. Euro. Up and under. No good. Rebound. Hart and Towns get it. Good job. Knicks doing some great rebounding, team rebounding. Here is Hart now to Bridges. Bridges has a one-on-one on Hartford. He's going to put up a mid-range jumper. No good. Rebound by Tatum. So the Knicks missing some shots here early. A drive, in the words of Agent Argo. Here's Brown. Brown with the ball. Brown working. Brown now, snake dribbling. Backing in. OG Anunoby with a steal. We got a pickpocket in Boston. Here comes OG. Euro. OG up and under. No good. Tip right to Brown. A lot of contact. No call. Here's Tatum. Here's White. Derek White now kicks it back out to Tatum. Tatum throws about. He's going to put the 3. Tatum, no good. That's a brick over to Brunson. The Knicks got to capitalize. Boston is not hitting any shots either, but the Knicks are not are sharp either. So a little nerves probably here. Here's Brunson. Brunson now with the crossover. Brunson now keeping his dribble. Brunson stops. Pivoting over to Bridges. Bridges now over to Towns. Got Tatum, and Tatum got called for a foul. Wrapping up. He's wrapping up. He's thinking he's at the club on a Saturday night. Wrapping up. Too much handsy there. And he's called for a foul. What's up, YouTube? Let's go, YouTube. YouTube, you're kind of quiet. Here's catch and shoot for Towns, and that's the side of the rim. So both teams are missing early. Here's Tatum. Tatum now underneath to Holiday, who got away with a push. He got away with a push. Boston takes a 1-point lead. There was a lot of push there from Holiday. Oh, thank you. Playbot is in the building. Let's go. Playbot giving us the update here. Here's Brunson. Don't forget to join us on the assist app. Brunson steps back for three. No good. Rebound by Tatum. Here's a long push, and Brunson got called for a foul. Knicks should be up by 6. I'm not going to lie to you. The way Boston's been terrible, Knicks should be up by 6 right now. But they're down by 1. There's a foul on Brunson, side out of bounds. Is it a clear path? They're going to check for clear path. Here we go with the shenanigans. Guys, we want to make sure the game goes going good. We don't want a 5-hour game, NFL, NBA. So the Knicks might be with no points on the board. They're going to check the 3 first if the Knicks got it off with the shot clock. And also, they're going to see if it's a clear path foul. So the Knicks might get double bamboozle here. Hey, there's Coach Cheeks finally talking. Coach Cheeks is alive. So here's Cleveland, the referee Cleveland from the Family Guy. All right, so we already got some shenanigans. Can't watch your shot bounce off the rim, and you got to let your man run up the court. All right, YouTube, you're quiet. What's up, X? What's up, X app? Quiet as a mushroom. Let's go. Come and join us on the playback. So it's a clear path foul as Holiday will go to the line. So the Knicks lost a point. So the Knicks are scoreless now. 5-0 Boston up. So they took away that 3 ball here. So the Knicks got double bamboozled there. Boy, they didn't even get kissed before they got screwed as Holiday misses the free throw. So he's go 1 or 2 from the line. Boston up 5-0, but they have the possession. Rye Bread. What's going on, Rye Bread? An ugly start for both teams. 5-0 Boston lead. Here's Brown. Brown with the ball. Brown's pump fakes, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound by Anunoby. Ball don't lie, in the words of Chef Dan, Jody Davison. Yes, indeed. Here comes OG. OG now. Had that 3-pointer negated, and that one back to the hands of OG now. OG dropping the key now. Hart's going to put up a 3. That's no good. Knicks cannot buy a bucket. They're scoreless here. Almost halfway through the quarter now. Here's Holiday. Holiday now going. Holiday kicks it back to the top of the key. 5-0 Boston lead. 7:38 in the game. Here is Tatum. Tatum with the ball. Tatum with the basketball. Tatum working. Tatum now, a lot of dribbling. Tatum now skipping up and in, over. Here's Hartford. Hartford now driving. Hartford puts up the floater, no good. He gets his own rebound. So that's a 7-0 lead for Boston. Knicks gonna need an answer here. We need Brunson. Hartford gets the second opportunity. Here's Karl-Anthony Towns on Holiday. He has a mismatch. Here's a double team. Pump fake. Puts it up and scored. Karl-Anthony Towns put the Knicks on the board. That should have been a 3-point play. Referees are, I don't know where their heads are. It's in their tuchus. Here's White with the nice tough shot. 9-2. Knicks down by 7. Be aggressive, Argo says. Here's Brunson being aggressive. There's a bump there by Brown that wasn't called. And now Miguel Bridges now. Here is Anunoby. Anunoby with the basketball. Anunoby driving. Anunoby stops. Anunoby pumps. Anunoby spins. Nowhere to go. Bounce pass here. Baseline to Brunson. Brunson now baseline. Turnaround jumper for Braylon Brunson. No good. Karl-Anthony Towns puts it back. So Karl-Anthony Towns with the offensive rebound. Knicks down by 5. 9-4. Here's White. Rybed is in the building. How was that a shot? Not good. Here's White back over to Brown. Back on the basket here on Hart. He's working on the hitman. Here's Brown. Brown pump fakes. Puts up the shot. Counted and 1. So he gets the referee's whistle. Chance for a 3-point play for Jaylen Brown. Is that on Karl-Anthony Towns on the reach-in? Timeout on the floor with 6:12 here. 11 for Boston. 11-4 Boston. Both teams a little sluggish to start the game, missing some shots. But we got a timeout on the court. Timeout on the court here. Timeout. You still got time to watch Rybread. You can still miss. Come check us out on the playback. The description is in the video as Caterpillar Eyebrows takes this court. I mean, she's not bad looking. Just those eyebrows bothers me. Tight. D-Ross says it's tight. Is Porzingis playing? I think Porzingis is out with an illness. Porzingis is out with an illness, Steven. Yes, it's that time of the month for Kristaps. All right, we got the little punks. That's what they call little funks. Or Boston. All right. She ain't the worst. Just drive, and if the referees are spitting on their whistles. All right, look at the little kids. They're not the Knicks City dancers, the Knicks kid dancers who are so talented. These, the Knicks kids do flips. They do all this other stuff. But you know what? It's good. It's good to inspire the youth to get into the arts of dancing and all that stuff. That's cool. I can't hate on the little kids. I can't hate on the little ones. And also gives a chance for the parents it gets a chance for the parents to get in the game for free. I like it. Curly Goddess, Knicks shows are definitely better. Yes, the halftime shows are much greater. Especially if you're watching on the watch along, Curly Goddess, you get to see all that from even the way they give the t-shirts out. It's just even the t-shirts, even the people that go try to win a $50,000, $1,000 stuff. It's just more entertaining. Better dances than Southampton matches. Oh, okay, I'll take your word for it, Ethan. All right, let's give a shout out here to the playback chat. We got Chef Dan. We got Burning in the building. We got Big Task in Hand, Argo, Ethan, D-Ross, Desmond bringing the pain, Jody Davidson, Nito 23, and the one and only Curly Goddess in the building. We haven't had a Knicks fan enter the chat yet. We haven't had Jack City enter the chat yet. But I know it's coming. It's coming. I can feel it. Like Phil Collins said, he could feel it in the air tonight. I can feel the Knicks fan entering the chat any minute now. There we go. Look at these two. A little bit too much. Don't get too crazy on the sauce because you got to get an Uber back home. And Curly Goddess, I'm a Knicks fan. There you go. Let's highlight that. Let's highlight that, ladies and gentlemen, because Curly Goddess says she's a Knicks fan, and I agree with her. Let's go. I'm second that. Let's go. A Southampton fan has entered the chat. Ethan, you haven't used your Southampton emoji yet. I made you a Southampton emoji, and you haven't even plastered it one time in the chat. I'm a little disappointed in you, Ethan. I'm a little disappointed. I haven't seen that Southampton chat emoji one bit. You've been looking for it, by the way. It's there. Oh my God! Do I have to show you it? Do I have to take it? You know what? I have to take it to the water to drink. Where is the Southampton? Oh, you know what, Ethan? I apologize. The Southampton it's on the heel of the ring side. It's on the heel of the ring side. I apologize. I have to put it up. But right now we're doing a live game, so I can't do it currently right now. As Brown clanks this one, Brunson picks up the rebound board online. There's Brunson racing. Brunson kicks it out. Anunoby for three. That's no good. White with the rebound. Here comes White with the basketball. Knicks trail 11-4. Now Brown wants the ball. Brown back to the basket. Brown back in. Brown puts up the shot. It's good. Jaylen Brown. It's on the heel of the ring side, Ethan. I'll make sure you have that soon. We can't buy a bucket. No. The Knicks got attacked. Here is Hart. The Knicks trail now. Here's Bridges. Pull-up jumper. Mikal Bridges can't get a bucket there. Here's Tatum now. Racing. He's got three Knicks back. Good transition defense for the Knicks closing out. Tatum kicks it out. White puts up the three. That's good. Derek White. Jedi, what's going on? Vernon. So the Knicks trail big now. 16-4. The Knicks just cannot start going. Can't hit anything. Here's Brunson. Pull-up jumper. Brunson, no good. Rebound by Cornette. We'll give it over to Tatum. Dangerous spot here. Here comes Pritchard. The prick from three. No good. Rebound for Towns. He'll give it to Bridges. Hart now. We need Towns to start scoring. Here's Anunoby now. Oh, OG underneath to Hart. Back over to Bridges. Bridges gets it. Bridges Euro. Bridges up and under. Can't get a bucket. So the Knicks cannot hit anything. Here's White. So the Knicks are terrible right now. Here, Brown, and that's offensive foul. As the captain says, I'm going to step in and draw the charge. As Brown picks up a foul. Anything to spark the Knicks right now. Great defense. The captain leading by example. That's why he is him. That's why he gathers the name him. Because he does it all. Him. Jalen Brunson. 16-4. Knicks got to get some points, though. Here we go. We need the offensive to get going. As Mitchell Robinson comes in the game. Here's alley-oop to Mitchell. Mitchell had a tip. Mitchell almost tipped it in there, and the Knicks still can't buy a bucket. Here's Pritchard. Pritchard now drawing. Pritchard now. Good closeout by Bridges. Pritchard will back it out to Brown. Brown will kick it out back to the top of the key to White. White with the basketball. White now dribbling. White now driving. Right underneath to Cornette. Cornette, layup. No good. He blew it. Here comes Hart. So both teams missing some bunnies. Here comes Hart now. The hitman over to Brunson. Brunson now. Jab stepping. Brunson back to Hart. Hart for three. Let's go. 3-pointer. Josh, the hitman. Hart from downtown. Give Brunson an assist. The Knicks down 7-16. Here's White with the ball. White with the basketball. White now will retrieve back to the center of the court. Now White, guarded by Anunoby, will give this ball here to Tatum. Tatum now guarded by Mitchell Robinson. Tatum now driving. Tatum go up and under. And he misses the rebound. Go over by Bridges. We'll push it at Anunoby on the wing. Anunoby now in the corner. Anunoby now driving baseline. Anunoby under the Mitchell Robinson. And the Cookie Monster flushes it down. The Knicks down 16-9. Give an assist there, OG Anunoby. Cookie Monster has to come up big. He has to have his hands in the jar all night tonight. 3-14 now. Here's Brown. Only down by 7. 3-10 now. Here's Brown now with the basketball, retrieving. Brown gives it over to White. White puts up a 3, and that's good. 3-pointer. White from downtown, back to 10-point deficit. As Derek White hits it from 3. Here's Brunson. Brunson with the ball. Brunson working. Brunson keeping the dribble alive. Brunson now loses the ball, and that was a pickpocket there. Steal. Here's Tatum. Transition. Tatum go up and under. He misses the layup. But Pritchard the prick gets it, passes it back, and that is out of bounds. It should be, it's a foul on the Knicks, a bailout. My God. Didn't they know that the Biden administration is out of office? No more bailouts. No more bailouts, referees. No more bailouts. You can't bail out the Celtics for that phantom foul call as the Celtics get a big break. The Knicks trail by 10 with 2:39 left in the first quarter. All right, we got a timeout here, guys. What's this? A parquet putt. What the hell is this crap? Hi, Melissa. Look at Melissa. I don't like the green is not your color, girl, but man. Look at this out of shape Boston Nike. My goodness. Oh, this is his. Oh, he's in an element. It's a golf game. He's in his element. Ladies and gentlemen, a Caucasian playing golf. He's in his element, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my God. If he doesn't get this. Uh-oh. Oh, look at this. He's trying to. Well, just like when he sits at home by himself watching an X-rated movie, he pulled it to the right. The hell is this? Well, another goofball who can't find the hole. He misses and he can't score. So again, tough luck. And by the way, get a new shirt. That shirt looks like it's rancid. Big task. Big task. You get me in some trouble, big task. I don't know. I don't know about you, big task. Me and you, you get me in some trouble, man. You bring out this goofy side of me. D Ross, what's up, D Ross? There you go. Look at this guy, boy, man. Look at this guy. Yeah, I think it's you, the big task. I think it's you, big task. Oh, the girl has popcorn. If I'm the guy, I'll do the popcorn trick. If he's smart enough, he'll do that popcorn trick. But it's a lighted stadium. He can't do it. If it's in a movie theater, you can get away with it. Look at this guy. He's blowing farts, air farts, on the crowd. What is this guy? Come on, man. All right, little guy's happy. There you go. He's happy. There you go. That's a great memory. This guy's on his phone checking, swiping right. This lady's smelling her fingers. Oh my God. We look like a different team. We got to lock in. Yes. Yes, we got to lock in. We got to lock in, Argo. I agree with you. Now, what's he saying? What is he saying? Why is he saying all this? I don't see anything. I just see a guy just talking. Well, come to the playback. I have passes. You can watch all the shenanigans in the arena, and you can see what am I commenting about. So if you're on X, if you're on Rumba, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, come on over to playback. The description is in the video with the link, and I got a pass. You can see it. Oh, Porzingis is coming off the bench. So Porzingis is in the game. He'll inbound the ball here. Harford now over to Brown. Brown with the basketball. Brown now driving. Brown stops. Now wants to find Porzingis. He gives the bounce pass to Porzingis. Shot clock, and shot clock violation. New York Knicks play some good defense. Shot clock violation as Porzingis held the ball too long. He likes to corral a lot of balls. So Knicks down by 10. 3 turnovers for the Celtics. Here comes the Knicks. Here's McBride with the basketball. McBride getting some action here early. Miles McBride over to Cookie Monster. He loses the ball. Anunoby. That was a terrible exchange. Knicks turned the ball over. Here's Pritchard. Pritchard thought about it. Pritchard now driving. Now Pritchard has a mismatch on Mitchell Robinson. But Robinson could defend guards here. That's when Burstall step back for 3. Pritchard clanks it, but Holiday gets the rebound. Pritchard, another 3 wide open. That's good. You can't leave Pritchard all alone. You have to put a hand in his face. Pritchard from downtown, 22-9. Little dangerous spot here. The Knicks need to answer here. Here is Brunson. Brunson puts up his own 3. Jalen Brunson, no, back tap. Caught. No, the ball right to Anunoby. Anunoby back over to Brunson. Brunson thought about the 3. Now Brunson driving. Brunson kicks out. Hart in the corner for 3. Wide open. No good. In and out. Rebound for Brown. Knicks got to hit those shots. This is the Knicks with only 9 points here with 90 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Pritchard. Pritchard now driving baseline. Pritchard stops. Pritchard now. Pritchard again with the ball. Pritchard stops, and Richard Robinson stole it. Here comes Brunson into transition. Hart going in. Back over the corner. McBride rises for 3. No good. Rebound. Back tap. Mitchell Robinson comes up. Big Cookie Monster with the dunk. The Cookie Monster in the right place at the right time. 22-11. So good job, Big Mitch. You're going to need offensive rebounding for Mitchell Robinson tonight. Under a minute here. Only Knicks with 11 points in their first quarter. Low scoring game here for both teams. Here's Brown. Brown holding the ball here. Shot clock at 4. Brown now driving. Snake dribble. Stop. Collects. Puts up jumper. No good. And he gets the friendly Boston bounce here. 24-11. Here's McBride. McBride. And this should go 2 for 1 if they want it. McBride holds. McBride now stops. Back over to Robinson. Back over to McBride. McBride now kicks it. Right over. Bounce pass here to Brunson. Brunson. Shot clock at 10. Jalen Brunson looking, gets a high screen from Mitchell Robinson. He has Porzingis on him. Brunson going, driving baseline. Brunson underneath. Brunson up and under. It's gone. Jalen Brunson. So 24-13. Here's the final possession here in the first quarter. 24-13. Here's Brown. Wants a high screen. Brown with the ball. Brown gets the Knicks got a foul to give as Pritchard puts up a shot, but doesn't count. 24-13. 4.8 here left in the first quarter. Don't forget, please hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button. If you're on the YouTube page, please hit that like button. If you're on Rumba, please hit that like button or the thumbs up, whichever way you want to call it. If you're on Twitch, you kind of quiet Twitch. Quit Twitch, I'm about to cancel it. No one does anything there. And here's a kick out for three. Harford, no good. Rebound, Bridges. He's going to put this up and go. Counts if it's good. But at the end of the first quarter, 24-13. I'm a little disappointed. The Knicks only have 13 points in the quarter. 24-13. The Knicks trail. The Knicks missed some easy shots. Maybe a little nerves, a little rushness, but let's go. The Knicks trail 24-13. Boston was not impressive either. The Knicks could have came in there in the first quarter and given them a punch in the mouth. They could have given them a huge punch in the mouth. They missed some easy shots there. Maybe it's a little rush nerves, but we'll see. Here we go. We got the Boston City Dancers or the Boston Dancers with a bunch of. We got a couple. Okay, record low playoff quarter. Maybe you're right, Vernon. All right, let's see what we got here from the Bostonites. All right, not bad. Okay, E. All right, LBM, little LBM action here on the Boston Celtics cheerleaders. Too many missed shots. We're not driving the lane like Boston. Boston is drawing fouls and driving. I can't wait for Saturday afternoon when we get the Knicks City Dancer with all the beautiful women in New York City and all the Captain Camel Toes and all the beautiful fans. Yeah, enough with the mutants here in Boston. That was very mid. You know what I call that city Celtics dancers? Mid. That was mid. Look at this girl. She looks like she eats a lot of Roster rolls and Boston cream pies. She sucks the cream out of the donuts. Look at her. This one, you got to make sure your lawn is cut right. She'll complain. Look at this guy. Look at the fro. I respect the fro. I respect the classic fro. I respect that classic fro. Squidward. Hey. We're lucky all those missed Celtic layup. Absolutely, Vernon. We got some transition points. Huge red wrap up. Indeed. Look at this guy. These guys are cabbage patching. Oh my God. I wouldn't trust them with a couple of tequilas. Look at Pops waving the towel. Chug, chug, chug. Those are your cousin from Boston. All right, we're about to start the second quarter action. Second quarter action. Second quarter action. Curly Goddess says, hey. All right, let's go. Let's get this going, ladies and gentlemen. Towns took a lot of a seat here hopefully he gets a hot second quarter. I want Towns to put the team on his back. Here's White now. White guarded by McBride. Good job. McBride all over him like a cheap suit. Here is Tatum. Tatum now driving. Tatum now pouncing the basketball. Turns, puts up the shot. And that's no good. Rebound by Big Mitch. Over here to the sidewinder, Cameron Payne. Payne in the game. Now Payne with the basketball. Payne working on Tatum now. Keeping the dribble. Now Town wants it on Harford. Dominican on Dominican action. Okay, put it up. And he misses that one. And Tatum gets that one. And we'll give this to White. White now with the ball. Here's Harford. Harford with the basketball. Here's Pritchard. Pritchard now kicks it back out. Tatum down baseline. Tatum goes up and under. He gets the layup 26-13. He turned the baseline and had an easy run to the baseline now. 26-13. Knicks need to answer here. Here's McBride. Over to Bridges. Towns wants it against Hartford. He should be going post on Hartford. Backing in. Here's Porzingis. Oh, puts up the shot. Count it and one. Carl Anthony Towns has a chance for a 3-point play. Let's go. You got to go underneath, down, and under on him. You have to go after. Let's go. Towns trying to complete the 3-point play, trying to make this a 10-point deficit. And he does. So it's 26-16. Here's Tatum bringing the ball up. 7 points for Karl Anthony Towns, 5 rebounds. Here's Tatum with the basketball. Gets a screen, high screen here. Not guarded by Mitchell Robinson. Try to go to Porzingis. That's a turnover. Knicks need to capitalize on these turnovers. Boston makes another turnover. They're down by 10. 90 seconds gone by in the second quarter. 26-16 in game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Here's McBride. McBride over to Bridges. Bridges with the basketball. Bridges wants Towns. Towns featuring Towns now backing in. Towns puts up the shot. Gone good. Count it and one. Another back-to-back 3-point plays for Karl Anthony Towns. The Knicks trail 26-18, but Karl Anthony Towns has a chance to hit a free throw. Another 3-point play. Tony is in the building. Tony. Drive, Argo. You know I always put you over, Argo. When they drive. And just like that, the Knicks complete back-to-back 3-point plays down 26-19. Here's Pritchard. Pritchard the ball. Pritchard kicks it out. Hartford is going to try to answer a 3. Hey, it's no good. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis will kick it back out. Pritchard the prick for 3. And that's no good. Rebound. And let's see. Last touch. It will be Nick Ball. 9:58. Under 10 minutes here. 26-19. And here's Cameron Payne bringing the ball up. Cameron Payne bringing the basketball. He'll give it to McBride. McBride now. McBride will give it to Bridges. And they want to feature Karl Anthony Towns one-on-one on Hartford. Now Towns putting it on the floor. Towns driving. Towns! Karl Anthony Towns! Oh, the Knicks cut it down to 5. 26-21. They're featuring the big cat. Here's Porzingis. 8-0 run by the Knicks. Here's Tatum. Tatum stops. Tatum pull-up jumper on Mitch. No good. Rebound. Good box out by Towns. His 6th rebound. Here comes Sidewinder Payne. On the left side for 3. No good. And that was a rush 3 there as White secures the rebound. 26-20. Drive, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Tatum. Back over to White. Back on top to Hartford. Hartford now trying to move the basketball. Hartford holds. Hartford now swept away by Big Mitch. Mitchell Robinson diving and grabbing the balls. And we get a tie-up. What do we got here? Jump ball? Jump ball as Big Mitch. The Cookie Monster swiping and grabbing the cookies. 26-21. Let's go. The Knicks have a jump ball now. Let's do this. Knicks. Good hustle play. All right, we got a jump ball right at center court like it was a new game. The Knicks trail by 5. Let's go, Mitchell. Let's go, Curly Goddess. I agree. Talk to them, Curly Goddess. Talk to them, Curly Goddess. Talk to them. Let's go. That's gospel. Man, good hustle. Good hustle. Jump ball won by the Celtics. Celtics get a jump ball. Brown to Pritchard. The prick from the corner. That's no good. Rebound by Mitchell Robinson. Gets another rebound. We'll give it over to Bridges. Bridges now on the right side. Bridges now going across. Kicks it back out to Cameron Payne. Bridges gets the ball back. Now he wants to feature Towns. And there's a foul on Jaylen Brown. That's his second foul. Second foul on Brown with 8:39 in the second. Knicks down by 5. Big Taz says, good call, ref. Side out of bounce, but here we go. Bridges will be the inbounder. Bridges will inbound here to Payne, back to over to Bridges. And we get a whistle. So here's the hacker Mitch. Here's the hacker Mitch to Mitchell Robinson. Robinson will go to the line. Why would you do it in a 5-point game? Well, you know what? Big Mitch is having a good game. He looks like he's locked in. And you know what? You get team 838. You're gonna you want to be in team foul trouble. Why not? And you're gonna put players in foul issues. Go for it. You want to play that stupid strategy with 8:38 in the second quarter? Go for it. You know what? Go for it. Come on, Mitch. You know what, Mitch? Even if you hit 1 of 2, I'll take it right now because all it is, you're going to rack up the fouls as they foul here as they moved over to Towns as Mitchell Robinson come off the game. Here's Hart. Hart, the hitman, underneath the Towns. Towns up and under. That was blocked by Cornette. Good defensive play there by the Celtics. Here's Brown. Brown in the corner. White wide open for 3. White no good. Cornette. And they're going to say loose ball foul on Towns as Cornette embellished. That was just a good block on Cornette. But he thought he was fouled before that. Side out of bounds here. Tatum will inbound the ball. 26-21, Knicks down by 5, 8:21 here in the second quarter. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Final. Knicks and Celtics lead 1-0 in the series as Holiday checks in. Tatum will inbound here to White. Shot clock at 10. White now picking up his dribble. Now goes around. Up and under. Cornette gathers. Good offense there. And giving assist there to White. Here's Hart. The hitman driving. Hart stops. Hart puts up the shot. And that's good. That should have been a 3-point play. Knicks answer back 23-28. Under 8-minute mark. White now. Brown trying to go baseline. Brown looks, kicks it out. And that's almost a turnover. White gets it just before he goes over the half-court line. Here's Brown. Tatum now. Shot clock at 10. Tatum now. Good job by Bridges. Drives to the loot. Good defense for the Knicks. And that one's over and the Knicks get the ball. Let's see who's going to be out of bounds. And it will be Knicks ball. New York basketball. Down by 5. Good defense for the Knicks. Good swarming team defense. As they inbound here to Bridges. Oh, just over 7:30. Here is Bridges. Bridges holds the ball. Now McBride. Karl Anthony Towns wants it one-on-one. He has a mismatch on Brown. Towns, here's the double team. Towns puts up the shot. He thought he was fouled there. Now that was a terrible shot. Here's Brown. He's not getting the call. Brown splits defenders up and under. It's good. 7-point Celtics lead. Here comes Hart and timeout on the court by Tom Thibodeau on the Knicks. This is the problem I have. Towns wants to cut, doesn't get the foul call. He stays there pouting. He's getting that Julius Randle complexion of arguing with the referees for not getting a call. You need to get back, big boy. You need to get back. You need to play defense. If they don't call the whistles, that's why you have Tom Thibodeau out there as your head coach, who's your advocate. He is your advocate to be arguing with the referees for you to get those foul calls. You keep your head down and keep playing and keep getting back on defense. Let your head coach be your advocate, and we need you to be engaged back on defense when you don't get those calls. Well, we have a timeout here. Bad shot. Vernon says bad shot. Yes, indeed. All right, we got a timeout. Great job, Max. If we made the shots, we'd kill them because they're missing shots too. Curly Goddess, yes. That's why I'm not going to be too worried with the deficit that we're in. It's a small margin. It's not a double-digit deficit. We've been missing some shots. We've been playing some good defense. We're turning the ball over. They're not hitting their 3 balls, Curly Goddess. So, you know what? There's still plenty of basketball in the game here. So stick with your game plan. Continue working. Continue working the 50-50 balls. Continue to play your defense. It all gonna balance itself. So Curly Goddess, I like what I'm seeing, despite the fact that we're trailing right now. And it's not double digits. We weathered the Boston storm, and look where we at now. So we calm, cool, collective. Let's continue to not beat ourselves. I think we got a good blueprint for stealing game two. Dare I say it here, this early in game two. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, before we get time out, let me read. Yeah, we need to recoup and take the basket. Don't rush the three. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a Nick fan entering the chat. And he goes by the name of Jack City. We were talking about him earlier, and we knew the Nick fan in the chat was going to show up. What up, Jack City? What up, Jack City? What up, Jack City? He's in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. He's a man who has no bread, no water. He just eats meat. Let's go. Oh, yeah. We got the one and only still Nick fan in the building. Ron is in the building. Oh yeah, man. Let's go, Ron. What up, Ron, in the building? Here is Hart now with the basketball. We'll give the town feature. Give and go here to Hart. Back over to Brunson, top of the key. Brunson got bumped. Brunson now driving. Brunson pull a floater in and out. No good. Cornette. I'm doing well. Here comes Brown. Brown with the ball. Brown now driving. Brown stops. Up and under. He misses. He blew it, but he got his own rebound. He was there. Johnny on the spot, 32-23. Here comes Hart. Here's the hitman. Josh Hart with the ball. He's working on Cornette now. 6:35 mark. Here's Brunson back in the game. Brunson hasn't gotten going yet. Brunson with the ball. Kicks it back out to Bridges. Bridges with the basketball now, top of the key. Now Bridges driving. Bridges stops. Up and under. That should have been a foul. Karl-Anthony Towns there to clean it up. That's Mr. Clean on the spot, 32-25. Here's Brown pulling up for three, and that's limp. Here comes Towns. We'll give it to Bridges, and that's a turnover. Terrible execution. They try to rush things. Sometimes you need to slow it down, let it breathe. 32-25, that was a silly turnover for the Knicks, giving a Boston extra possession where they didn't need to do that. Let's hear what Thibodeau says. You need to keep moving. Screen, there you go. Thibodeau coaching up. Here's White. White now driving. White up and under. Cornette, beneficial there, being Johnny on the spot. 34-25. Here's Jalen Brunson with the ball. Brunson top of the key. Brunson now. Pull the floater. It's gone. Jalen Brunson hopefully gets going. We need a heater here to close out the second quarter. 34-27. Here's White with the basketball. White bringing the ball up. White kicks it out to Tatum. Tatum jab stepping. Tatum crossover. Step back. Fall away. And that's no good. Rebound by Bridges. Bridges with the ball. Over to Hart. The hitman now, drawing, hitman, over to Brunson. Brunson in the corner. Brunson stops. Brunson driving baseline. Brunson stops. Brunson pumps, and that was blocked. Rebound here by the Celtics. Good defense by the Celtics. Here comes White. White, transition for three, and that's no good. Rebound, OG Anunoby back in the game. We'll give it, they lost the ball there as it was poked away. Here's Hardaway running back to the, actually, that was Holiday back. Holiday again, kicks it out. Brown, steps, puts up a three, and that's good. Boston is going to live and die by the three. If you're the Knicks, you have to guard it because that's all this team is. It's 27-37. Anunoby for three. Anunoby answers that three. 30-37. OG with the guarantee from downtown. Here's Brown. Brown now crossover. Brown spins. Brown pump fakes, and he gets the foul counted and one. If he didn't do that pump fake, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Because you just did that pump fake in the air. You got that call because you were going to miss that. If you didn't double clutch, you were going to clank it. So shut up. Shut up. Yeah, exactly. Where's the foul call on us? 13 points for Brown. Knicks down by 9. You're looking at one more for 10. We got Vernon asking for pressures. Where are you? Mikel got fouled on the layup call. Yeah. And of course, he rattles that one in. So the bounce of the Celtics going in. We're making some big mistakes. Turnovers ridiculous. That turnover when Towns to Bridges is hurting the Knicks because it should be the Knicks should be down by 5. Well, he actually tied, if you ask me. Here is Anunoby misses that. That's an air ball. Here's White. Boston with a 10-point lead with possession. Here's Tatum. This is when they're going to start chugging threes. They're up by 10, and they're going to want to start chugging threes. Here's a drive. Smack. Kicks it back out. Brown for 3. And, of course, air ball. I told you they're going to chug threes. Dez says, this is why I tune in to Jet White Network. Let's go. Thank you, Dez. Appreciate you. Every time the refs call the Knicks the word, complains. Here's Brunson. The Knicks got to cut this down. They need to go on a run here to close out the quarter. Anunoby, that's a sloppy. That's a turnover. See, the Knicks can't do that. The Knicks cannot do these turnovers. You saw that a little disconnect with the Knicks. We can't have these turnovers. We can't have these turnovers. Yes, Des. Come on. We can't have that. We can't have that. You gotta play a clean game. Here's Brown. Brown with the basketball, top of the key. Brown working on Brunson. Brown now getting away with a push. Kicks it back out. White almost lost that ball. Saves it. Tries to hunt for a foul. And he got a bailout foul. That's a bailout foul. Boston again benefits from a bailout call. And now to the line. That's like the guy who screams when they put alcohol on your arm when they're about to give you the tattoo. You haven't gotten the tattoo needle yet, and you're crying because you got the alcohol. That was a terrible call. And he hits the first free throw. Hey, chat. I'm gonna rely on you, chat. You know I do a lot of the wrestling, and I'm always occupied with the wrestling besides the basketball. Who is up in the Golden State Minnesota series? I did not watch it. I didn't even watch Sports Center. I didn't even watch any sports highlight. Got up early. Warriors are up. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Tony. Come on, Julius Randle. Let's go. I want a Minnesota, New York NBA playoffs. I want Julius Randle coming back and Dante DiVincenzo coming to the Garden for the NBA Finals. Let's go. And this clown hits all 3. 43 to 30 as giving assist to the officials. White with 11 points here. 6-0 run for the Celtics. Here is Bronson. Towns, who had the hot hand early, we need to feature him underneath. Here's Anunoby on the curl. Anunoby driving. Anunoby underneath to Hart. Hart underneath. Hart back over to Anunoby. Here's OG. That was a foul right there on Tatum, but no call. Here's Hart now. Hart driving. 3. Puts up from the foul line. No good. Cornette gets the rebound. Here comes Holiday. Kicks it out. White wide open for this is a dangerous spot. This is a dangerous spot right there. Called it before he let it go. Knicks down by 16. That was a dangerous spot there. Hart got fouled by White. Hayward had an off game last night. They will win that series. Tony, I hope so. Hart causes that nonsense. Sometimes Hart rushes it. Sometimes I get aggravated with Hart when he has to put up grenades. He looks discombobulated. He looks like a chicken without his head at times. That worries me at times. Next down by 16, a dangerous spot here. There we go. They get a gift card. All right, here we go. Hart is playing like Ben Simmons. Oh, my goodness. I wish he had Ben Simmons' height, Argo. If he had Ben Simmons' height, he would be unstoppable. What a waste of height on Ben Simmons. Why can't we get anything going from our bench? Where is Deuce? Where is the Sidewinder? McBride, Mitchell Robinson has come to play tonight. All right, here we go. Even though she got that stupid fathead of Brown Tatum, but hey, there you go, nice navel. Hey, at least you know what? Boston is giving people in the 300s some love. They're giving free Dunkin'. Don't look at Mo Cheeks coaching. Mo Cheeks is stand up. Ladies and gentlemen, Mo Cheeks is coaching. He's actually standing up. He's not sitting down flapping his gums and making jokes. Mo Cheeks is actually standing up. Boy, he's got a pulse. Mo Cheeks, even though he has his arms crossed. All right, Mo Cheeks. You got up from your seat. Let's go. He's finally doing something other than laughing and making jokes in the corner on the seats. You know how much I rag him on the watch along. Every time they go to timeout, you see Mo Cheeks with the ball guy laughing it up, yucking it up, but he's actually standing there with his arms crossed. He's making a presence felt. He's saying, "I'm here. We're here." Man, he took a page out of Julius Randle's book. Wow, Mo Cheeks impressed me tonight. Man, I don't know. I popped over for that. Man. Oh, he sat back down to flap his gums. There he is. Oh, he's putting another piece of something in his mouth there. Chewing tobacco or something. Transition defense is the worst enemy. Nobody knows who to guard. Boston is open for three. That's just going to be part of the game. As we get the Bostonites waving their towels. There's the young ladies there. That's cool. Hey, Ron, you need a pass? You know what? I noticed you don't got a pass. Let's upgrade you. Let's upgrade you. Let's get your pass for tonight. There you go. Watch the game with us. Why is there a Cavaliers fan there? Why is there Cavaliers in this game? There's no Why is the Cavaliers in Boston doing there for? Dude, you're a couple thousand miles away. Get out of there. White has made 3 wide open threes. All right, Celtics up by 16. Yeah, you got to mention that. Let me know if anyone else is watching, visitors, and you need a pass to see the game while we watch along. Just got to say the word. I could get a pass for you guys to watch it tonight with us. You can see all the action in the arenas. That's why we make fun of everyone in the arenas and all that good stuff. That's why we try to separate ourselves. We definitely want to make sure everyone else is watching along the same game. But what we do is we comment about everyone in the arena. As the hitman will go to the line here. With 2:25 here. I need the Knicks to cut this down under single digits before halftime. As the hitman hits the first free throw. 31-46. This is game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Knicks have a 1-game-to-none lead as the hitman will try to attempt another free throw. And he rattles it in 32-46. We have 30 points in the second quarter. That's crazy. The first quarter, we didn't get started off hot, Tony. All right, Hart with 7 points. Here's White. We'll give it to Tatum. Tatum back to the basket now. Tatum guarded by Anunoby. Now bounce pass to Brown. Brown on the free throw line. Brown now putting it on Brown. Stens put it on jumper. No good. Box out, back tap. And that will be, let's see what the officials say, will be Nick Ball. Knicks will have it here with 2:37. Knicks just got to continue to attack and grind. Here, and of course, of the words of Agent Argo, drive, drive, drive. Brunson route over the Bridges with the basketball. Anunoby gets it around the curl, back over to Bridges. Bridges top of the key now, gets a screen. He has Cornette on him. Now stops. Bounce past the Hart. The hitman with the floater. Got it. Josh, the hitman Hart. 46-34. 2:17 now. Here comes Holiday. Holiday backing in. Holiday with the ball. Holiday guarded by, now they want to feature here. Brown has Brunson. Kicks it in the corner. White catch and shoot for 3. That's no good. Box out there. Last touch. The referee says it was all for Hart. It will be Boston's ball with 2:03:14 on the shot clock underneath the basketball. Let's see. I would love to see a replay. That's one thing TNT does. They're suck and they're terrible. They don't give you a replay. They talk all this other BS, but they don't give you a quick replay, instant replay here. Here is Brown. Brown now. Brown snake dribbling. Brown stops. Spins. Fall away jumper. That's short. Rebound here by Towns. We'll give it to Brunson. Push outlet here. Anunoby. OG guaranteed with the dong. Brunson gives it up. The Knicks down by 10. 36-46. Down by 16. The Knicks on a 6-0 run. Here is White. White now holding the basketball. White with the ball. White top of the key now. Keeping up his dribble. White now goes baseline. Drives up and under. He tries to fear Cornet, and he loses the ball. Last touch by the Knicks. 7 on the shot clock underneath the basket. Knicks got 7 seconds to play. Good defense there. They're on a 6-0 run. Defend. Let's go, Knicks. Here's White. White trying to inbound. Inbounds to the Holiday. Holiday has it. Holiday backing in on Bridges. Holiday goes up, counted and one. Chance for a 3-point play. Oh, that's that crooked referee. Ah, number 24. You could look at his face, so it just tells crookedness. I didn't get why we're letting them drive to the basket. We're letting them because they're shooting the 3 ball. They suck at 3, and they want to make sure that the 3 ball they don't get in rhythm. And Holiday completes the 3-point play. 49-36. Under 90 seconds here. Bridges wants it. 49-36. Anunoby back to Bridges. Bridges driving. Bridges stops. Nowhere to go. Bounce past the Brunson. Side steps for 3. It's good. 3-pointer. The captain, Jalen Brunson, makes it a 10-point deficit. Here's White. Under a minute left before halftime. White with the ball. White. Now guarded by Anunoby. Now Brunson switches. Tatum. That's a turn. No, that was tipped by the Knicks. 10 on the shot clock. OG had a tip on that. I thought it was going to be a turnover. 39-49. As they inbound the ball. Here is White. White with the ball. White. Over to Holiday. Holiday, shot clock at 2. Holiday loses the ball. OG comes up with the steal. Here's Brunson. Knicks in the transition. Brunson now. Wait for his teammates. He's going to reset. Good job there. I like that. They didn't force nothing. Brunson now with the ball. Brunson working. Brunson baseline. Brunson needs some help. Gives it out of Hart. Hart now. Holding the ball top of the key. They want to feature Towns. Towns has a mismatch on Tatum. Towns with the basketball. Towns up and under the Hart. Oh, what an assist by Towns as the hitman lays it up. Knicks down. 49-41. Good offense. Good ball movement by the Knicks. Single digits. What we said, we wanted single digits by the Knicks here. But you have to play defense with the 9 seconds here. Final shot here for Boston. Here's Brown. Brown driving. Brown up and under, puts it up, and he got the bailout foul by the Cooker referee, 49-41. That was great job by Karl-Anthony Towns. Up and under. Great assist. Great assist by Karl-Anthony Towns. Let's go, guys. As Curly Goddess loves it. Knicks trail by 8, but Boston to the line. Boston to the line in Brown. Jalen to the line. Hits the first free throw. Argo says we can get a foul. D-Ross says we're in this. I agree with you. Knicks trail by 9, 3.4 here. We got another free throw coming up for Jaylen Brown. He misses the free throw in the words of Chef Dan. Ball don't lie. Towns puts it up at the half. It counts if it's good. It doesn't. But at the halftime, the Knicks trail 9-point deficit, 50-41. But the Knicks came alive to close out that second quarter. They're under single digits. And this is halftime, ladies and gentlemen. Halftime of game 2. Like me right now, I had a lot of fluids. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to get a refill too. So enjoy the halftime. Give me a minute. I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Come right back. Go get your refills. Go get your snack refills. We got the halftime show there. Hopefully they don't have another dog and pony show. We'll be right back on YouTube. Don't go anywhere. X, don't go anywhere. Rumble, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. What in the world is this entertainment? Oh my god, this guy's playing with slinkies, and these guys are definitely going back to the Philippines after this. Yeah, this is terrible, Des. What is it? This is something you see on Royal Caribbean cruise ship. You know what? How we say it in our language? That's called porqueria. That means garbage. I hope you guys got your refill. You know what? I didn't get a refill on my drink, but I'll have a I have a ginger ale. What is this? This is terrible halftime entertainment. It's oh my god, Ethan. Yeah, they need a somebody needs to come out there and super kick them. This is called Paul Korea. This is called Paul Korea, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness, you kidding me? You have all this. I'd rather have somebody from MIT come out with some robots or something to do something to this. Bring the dog and bring the guy in the dog back. Chef Dan, if you're in the chat, just keep an eye out. If I lose power, we have some thunderstorms in the Orlando area. Usually, when there's some thunderstorms, sometimes it knocks my power out. So just in case if the stream goes down, I'm letting you guys know if the stream goes down because of some lightning strikes in the area. Hopefully, Chef jumps on just in case. Just be in a standby position. Just keep the game going in case I lose power. Thank you so much. We just got some lightning strikes, and I just went when I went out. It was close. We got some close lightning. Is that time of year in Central Florida? But this is the lightning capital of the world in Orlando in Central Florida, and the afternoon thunderstorms. Usually, that happens around 3 o'clock, 4. But since it's still transitioning in May, it starts coming in late in the night. So just let you guys know, just in case I lose, all of a sudden it goes off the air. Oh yeah, no, yeah, of course. It's just something normally that I'm already used to. With lightning strikes, thunderstorms, hurricanes. Living here 20 years, I'm already used to. I'm already used to. I got a battery backup, but sometimes the battery backup with the UBS sometimes doesn't click in right away. Whatever the case, we will lose internet. So just in case, it happened to me on the Aaron Rodgers first game as a Jet. I'm all excited. I'm pumped. Aaron Rodgers is a Jet. He comes out, national anthem. Boom! I get a lightning strike, and we lose power. And I didn't even. And Chef Dan stepped in. I didn't. I had a. Thank God for Chef Dan. I heard the game through Chef because we lost power. And 3 hours, 4 hours later, the power company restored the power. There you go, Ethan. Thank you. Yeah, I've got all these different battery power. The only thing I should have, hopefully next year when if I could, I got solar panels, but they didn't want to sell me a battery backup, which sucks because if I ever lose power, the battery backup will kick in. So next year, once I finish the power to generate the solar panels, and God willing, if I finish paying that crap off, I'll end up getting a Generac generator. So if ever goes off, it just kicks in automatically. I don't have to worry about that. I've got all the wiring and the tubing. I'm an electrician, but they have to do that inspection and they have to do all that stuff by the county. With the generator. So next year I'll get that generator going with the Generacs. If ever I lose power, the transfer switch, boom, I never lose AC or anything. We have may we have the Pacers next, D Ross. One step at a time, brother. One step at a time. Did Donovan Mitchell get really hurt? I know yesterday we were doing the watch along with the wrestling. Said mentioned he might have been hurt. So I didn't hear anything if he's out or anything detrimented, but he's banged up. I do know that. He's got his feelings hurt. Oh, Vernon, nice one. I like that. He got his feelings hurt. I like that one. That was a nice one. There you go. That's a hell of a good one. As we get some highlights there. Second half. How do you guys feeling about the second half against the Celtics? I'm good. We're gonna get changed the rims. I'm good. We're coming out hard. The bench is coming. There you go, Daz. Daz likes it. Jack City's quiet tonight. Jack, you're quiet, Jack City. Let's get tough and gritty down the stretch. There you go. I love the optimistic you guys bring. D Ross likes it. There you go. They ain't showing it on. What is on the other day? You heard Mitch. We've been here before. There you go. Look at the agony on the Celtics fans' face. D Ross says 2-0 Knicks. Let's go. I like it too. I think so. I think so. I think so. We're down. Yeah, we're trailing here, but we're down by 9. I think so. I think so. I could say here, calm, cool, collective. Yeah, I felt a little more pins and needles with the Piston series than this game right now. Any of the games in this Piston series, I felt little pins and needles. Like, damn, you really gonna lose to the Celtics, to the Pistons? Not this game. I don't know why. Call me confident, cocky, delusional, or whatever the case is. I feel so confident in this team winning this game tonight. I don't know why. I'm just so. Is that, you know what? We've been so invested in what maybe 80, 79 of the 82, or maybe 70 plus games of this team this season with you guys, as you hear the thunder in the background. Um, I just watching them. I just don't. I feel so confident to say that I know what I got in this group, regardless of their shortcomings and their what frustrates us as a team. It's watching them night and out. The fight their despite their deficiencies and their warts with the coach and some of these. I don't know. I just know they. I just think they're going to win this game tonight. That's how I feel. It's just yeah, they're down by 9, but okay. Look at the Nick. Look at the Nick fans in Boston. Look at that. I like that. Oh yeah. All right, we're almost ready to start. There you go. We got seeing the fans in the arena. Hey, hey, hey. There you go. All right, girls. All right, ladies. Look at these three. Oh my gosh, she just spilled her soda, her beer all over that dude in the front. Oh, he got a beer bath. They grind it out and win ugly. There you go, Vernon. Yeah, you saw that, right? She dropped the beer all over that guy's head. Oh my god. Look at Pops in the background. Look at Pops. He's on TNT. Look at that with his white hair in the back. Look at Pops with his blue sweater and his Invicta watch. Work, work, work. There you go. He's a fan of Rihanna's. All right, Boston will bring it. Let's go. Start of the third quarter. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Vamos. Here we go. Tatum with the ball. Tatum, top of the key now. Tatum kicks it out. Brown back to Tatum. Tatum now driving. Tatum stops. Tatum layup. No good. Rebound by Towns. Here's Hart. Hart now kicks it in the corner. Brunson thought about it. Brunson stops. Back over to Bridges. Bridges wide open for three. In and out. That was halfway down. Ah, man. Tatum gets the rebound. Here's Brown. 50-41. Here's Brown now driving baseline. Brown. Good stolen away by Brunson. Good job by Jalen Brunson. Got a pickpocket in Boston Gardens. And that one's touched by Hartford. Knicks were having underneath the basket. 18 on the shot clock. All right, inbound from Brunson. Brunson will be the inbounder. Brunson looking to inbound. Gets it into Towns. Towns with the ball. We'll hand it. Brown's Towns and was swiped away by, and that was off of Towns. That looked like off of Hartford. Knicks turned the ball over. That was a sloppy possession for the Knicks. Down by 9. Gotta stop that. They gotta stop those kind of. Here's White over to Tatum. Tatum now with the ball. Tatum's gonna pull up a three, and that's good. So Tatum hits a three ball. 53-41. 11-minute mark. 1 minute past. Bridges. Bounce pass here to Anunoby. Anunoby top of the key. OG with the ball. OG now. Bounce pass to Brunson. Brunson in the corner. Brunson now baseline. Brunson wiped away by Holiday. Trying to go, and there's a foul over aggressive there, and that's a blocking foul on Holiday. What's the fun fact, Ethan? 53-41. Bridges will inbound. Will inbound to Brunson. Brunson with the ball. Kicks it out. Hart. Hart has a and Hart try to feed Towns, who has a mismatch. Towns gets the bounce pass. Towns fall away jumper. It's good. Carl Anthony Towns. Knicks trail by 10, 53-43. Here's Brown. Kicks it back out to Tatum. Tatum now is going to pull back on the logo. Tatum wants a high screen from Hartford. Tatum now is working. Tatum going strong with the dunk. So Tatum driving, snake dribbling, going to the basket hard, 55-43. Just left the barbershop with a fresh cut. There you go. There you go, Jack City. Oh, man. That's a great feeling when you get a nice fresh cut. Here is Tatum. Tatum back to the basket. Tatum, I mean, actually, this Towns. Towns stops. Towns up and under. It was hunting for a foul. Didn't get the call. Here's Brown. Brown. White is going to put up a three, and that's no good. That's what Boston wants to do. Shoot threes all day. Here's Hart. Hart now driving. Hart, Euro. Hart up and under. It's called. The hitman attacking the basket. 55-45. Knicks down by 10. Tatum. Knicks down 55-45 here. Tatum again. Tatum driving. Tatum up. Under layup. No good. Rolling. The ball's loose. Towns pushes it here to Anunoby. Anunoby waiting. Anunoby's going to wait for his teammates. Now holding. Kicks it out of Bridges. Now Towns on the free throw line. Extended. Puts up the shot. It's good. Karl Anthony Towns with the catch and shoot. The Knicks down by 8. 18 points from the big cat with 13 rebounds. 8 of 14 from the field. Here is Tatum. Back over to Brown. Brown thought about it. Brown now snake dribbling. Lost the ball. Hart comes up with the loose ball. The Knicks trying to capitalize on this turnover. Back to Towns. Towns with the ball. Towns thought about the three. Now Towns loses the ball, and here's Holiday. He just lost the ball. Holiday go up and under. It's good. Karl Anthony Towns a little sloppy. We got a timeout by the Knicks. 10-point deficit. Karl Anthony Towns gives it and takes it away. He has it, and good job there as poking it away. One of the rare mishandles for Karl Anthony Towns with the ball in his hands. So we have a timeout on the floor. Knicks down by 10. Timeout. Timeout. A medicated take from Boston, England is fun fact. There you go. D. Ross, I think Karl Anthony Towns gets the ball too high in the post. Skill by those a lot. Yeah. No one, no. You give me the Knicks, the Knicks, the youth, the kids from the Knicks that will just they'll burn these Boston Celtics kids. Much better talented kids, the Knicks City dancers, than the kids dancers. When the ball is moving and it stops in Hart's hands, it's a problem. Towns is exactly the sharpest cat on the floor. Isn't the sharpest cat on the floor? What we got? We got a little bit of a casino wheel here. Section 311. You know what? They give a lot of good stuff for people in the 300 sections. She had a big mouth. She has. Yeah, I know. I know. She looks one of the troll toys. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Say less. I don't know. I can hear Thibodeau say work, 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 work. Oh, look at these. All right. We got the crowd in the building. Let's see what the Boston Mutants. All right, Knicks will inbound the ball. Keep doubting the Knicks. I love when the Knicks play the underdog role. It makes Vegas cry uncle. The Knicks down by 10. Here's Brunson. Hart. Harsh Hart. Jody Davidson. We're gonna go to win this game. OG and Bridges needs to come start scoring. Here's Towns up and under Towns. And that was blocked. Good defense there by Horford, though. I gotta give him credit. Here's Brown. Brown kicks it back to Tatum. But Boston's gonna settle for a three here. That's what they want to do. Here's Brown. I'll be shocked if they shoot this shot. Here's a three ball. Hardaway. Actually, Holiday. Holiday kicks it back out, and that was taken by the Knicks. Good turnover by the Knicks. Here's Brunson. Brunson driving. Brunson, Mighty Mouse now will pull out. Brunson now tippy-toeing now. Back over to now he gets the ball back from Bridges. Kicks it out of Anunoby. Anunoby, step, puts up the three. That's off the rim. That was almost done. No good. Here comes White. Knicks got to attack the basket. Here's Tatum. Tatum is going to put the three. And that's what Boston wants to do. They don't want to do shoot threes, transition threes. They want to shoot the threes. That's why the Knicks need to continue to drive. Cut the deficit short. Here's Bridges. No, that was a bad shot there. Here comes White. White with the ball. Here's Brown on the baseline. Bounce pass here. It's taken by the Knicks. Knicks are getting turnovers, but they're not capitalizing the offensive end. Here's Brunson. And there's a foul on the floor on Holiday. Knicks down by 10, but Brunson picked up a foul there on Holiday. I don't know if it's going to be in the act of shooting. Let's see. Damn, we can't buy a bucket. Brunson to the line. Brunson to the free throw line. He misses the free throw. Just like game one, Knicks missing some free throws. They got to capitalize. Not much trip for them on the free throw line, but when they do, the Knicks need to capitalize. They need to make every trip to the free throw line count, especially in a close game down by 10. You can't leave points on the floor. And the Knicks hit the free throw down by 9. We started off like this last game. Yes, step back and taking away from the fundamentals. Follow up your own shots. The Knicks down by 9. Boston with the possession. Here's Tatum. Boston wants to move the ball and try to shoot the three. That's their motto. Here's Tatum, puts up the shot, blocked there by the Knicks. Good defense by the Knicks. Hart now will give it to Bridges. Bridges with the ball. Bridges kicks it out of Brunson. Brunson, extra pass here to Anunoby. Anunoby driving with the thunderous one-hand Statue of Liberty dunk. They call an offensive foul? That's bullshit. Coach, check the fucking replay. Oh, no, White was stationed. Guys, White was stationed there. Yeah, White was stationed there. Damn. Wow. Wonderful dunk there. OG aggressive. White now. Oh, he puts up the shot. What a swing the other way. That's a 3-point swing the other different. 59-48. I'm glad the referees didn't bail him out with that call either. I'm glad they ate the whistle. Here's Bridges. Damn, what a dunk. Here's Bridges again. Brunson now. Baseline. Brunson tippy-toeing the baseline to Hart. Hart catch and shoot for 3. And that's no good. Hart's got to hit those threes. That was a nice look. Brunson got him a nice look there. Hart has to hit those threes. Here's Tatum. Tatum trying to hunt the foul. Got it. 61-48. This is what sucks. When the Knicks don't get a call, Boston capitalize immediately. Here's Brunson backing in. Brunson stops. Brunson nowhere to go. Bounce past the Hart. Hart up and under. It's good. The hitman attacks. 50-61. So Brunson is finding Hart, but Hart has to get those assists for his captain. Here's Brown for 3, and he hits one. 64-50, 14-point Celtics lead. And Celtics just shooting threes, and they're going to call a silly offensive foul. A silly offensive foul. Towns gets the worst calls in the NBA here. Wow. That's an emotional call by the referees, getting placated by the fans. Because Tatum, oh, come on. Tatum has been doing that on the other end. And now Towns, because he's a little bit taller, gets the bamboozle of the call here. 64-50. That's a terrible call here. Knicks got to play some defense. That was a flop. White now driving. White up and under is good. 16-point deficit. 5-minute mark. Boston. Here's Towns. Towns thought about the three. Now Towns putting on the floor. Over to Hart. Back over to Brunson. Brunson top of the key for three. And that's no good. Anunoby had the ball. And that saved by Pritchard over to Cornette. Here's White. White with the ball. Now watch the three. They want to chug. They want to make this a 19-point deficit. Tatum, they're going to try to find the ball. They're going to try to kick out. Here's Tatum now. Tatum with the basketball. Cornette. Cornette with the dunk. No defense for the Knicks. It's down by 18. We're going to have to call a timeout, Coach Thibodeau. Damn. Bad sequence for the Knicks here. Just like game one, they have to now stop, relax. But the Knicks thought that, and what a big play there. OG Anunoby's going for that thunderous dunk, and they call an offensive foul, and that sparks the Celtics going on a run here. Tibbs has to play Mitch at the top of the quarters. That Celtic fan looks nuts. Yeah, Ron. They're out there. They're out there. They're drinking that. Look at her. She looks like she puts down a 6-pack every day. Look at the other one. There's some mutants in Boston. Look at these two. They're on a date. There you go, pal. You're going to Pound Town, pal, after the game. They're not feeling your body and them. Easy to score. Look at this guy. He got a tie. What is this guy? This guy bought his laundry. Look at that. All right. They're eating well in Boston. There's all those lobster rolls, man, and Boston cream pies. This guy's on the phone, making sure he's texting. He's swiping right, making sure. He's hitting the like. He's hitting the like button on the Sports Jedi Network here on the YouTube channel. Appreciate that. Oh, look at that ginger. Oh. She bad. There you go. The Goofies. There you go, D. Ross. That's the fun we have on the watch along, ladies and gentlemen. That's the fun we have. We have all the fun on all the different crowds. In Madison Square Garden, we have our notorious Captain Camel Toe who comes out with her pants, showing her camel toe. We have here Boston mutants, all different around. That's the difference between us. What separates us from the watch along? Because we have fun. We have fun. Come on, Knicks. Don't let the game get out of hand. I totally agree with you. You know what? We have to grind. Now, all seriousness, all jokes aside, the Knicks need to now weather the storm. Down by 18. Can the Knicks make a run here before the fourth quarter? Get back to under single digits? We'll find out here. Here's Brunson. Bridges with the ball. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Anunoby with the basketball. Anunoby now gets in front of Tatum. Anunoby driving. No. Last tap. Last touch. It will be Nick Ball here. 14 on the shot clock. As Tatum wants to challenge, he's like, oh, I didn't touch this. And we got a timeout by Joe Mazzulla. Joe Mazzulla. And they're going to challenge this. All right, let's see who this. Let's see the replay here. Looks like they're going to win this challenge. It looks like OG swiped it. He swiped right. That sucks. I was hoping Mazzulla and the Celtics will lose their challenge. But you never know. You never know what they see in Secaucus. All right, we got a challenge here. We got a challenge. With Bad Bunny. There you go. Unsuccessful. Oh, no, it was a successful challenge. Okay. Boston got a successful challenge. Up 18 here. 4-14. White. White guarded by Brunson now. White up top over to Porzingis. Porzingis with the dunk. 20-point deficit. So the Knicks trail by 20. Porzingis decides to show up when they're up by 18. All right. Brunson. Here's Brunson with the ball. Back from Mitchell Robinson. Brunson now. Snake dribbling. Kicks it out. Hart has to hit this three. They hit it. 3-pointer. Josh Hart down by 17. All right. That gave me a lot of hope. We need stops. Yes. 3:30 mark here. Can we make on a run? We need to go on a run to close this quarter. This third quarter here. White. Brown now. Porzingis wants the ball featured down low. Porzingis getting away with a lot of physicality. Porzingis down. Porzingis to Tatum. Tatum thought about it. Now Porzingis going to put up a three. Porzingis hits a three ball. That's the last guy that I want to hit the three balls. Porzingis. 20. Here's Brunson. Brunson again. And here is Anunoby. Anunoby driving. Anunoby lost the ball. Tatum swipes it away. Steal. Here's Brown to Tatum. Tatum now. Euro. Brown underneath. He loses the ball. Knicks got fortunate there as Brown had to put his hands in the butter popcorn. It slips out of his hands. Knicks turnover. Brunson. Knicks got to capitalize on these Boston turnovers here. Brunson backs it in. Kicks it, and that was touched by Brown. And Knicks ball. 14 on the shot clock. So inbound. Anunoby will be the inbounder. Inbounder here to Hart. Hart over to Brunson on the curl. Brunson now has a double team. Brunson working on Tatum. Shot clock at 7. Brunson's going to pull back. Step back for 3. No good. Mitchell Robinson boxed out. Good box out there as White gets the rebound. We'll give it to Brown. 20-point deficit. Boston with the ball. Back over to White. Wide open for 3 straight ahead. No good. Deep rebound. White gets his own rebound. Puts up the shot. And no good. Misses again there by Porzingis. Missed the tip in. Knicks were fortunate. Here's McBride. Miles McBride racing. Miles McBride with the thunderous dunk. Knicks down by 18. 2 minutes. 2 minutes left. We're going to need McBride to come up here. Hopefully we get some points here. He had 11 points in game one. Hopefully we get something going offensively to close out the third into the early part of the fourth quarter. He played well. Here's Porzingis. And Jalen Brown, actually Jalen Brunson, gets an offensive foul. The Knicks will have it here, 150. Good job. Brunson drawing the charge, the captain. Hopefully that sparks. We saw how that sparked the Celtics. Hopefully this sparks the Knicks. Brunson bringing the ball on the timeline. We get a whistle as they get the Hakamich. So that's the foul to give. That's a silly, stupid rule. Why would you foul Mitchell Robinson here the first under 2 minutes? You take the aggressiveness of your defense. That's a stupid foul. I don't get why they did that, but hey, we benefit from it. Here's Brunson. Brunson working on Pritchard. Brunson now. Brunson kicks it out. Wide open three for Hart. Hart hits another three. Down by 17. That's another big three by the hitman. Another assist. 10 points in the quarter. 21 points for Josh Hart. Another assist for Brunson. 58-73. We're just above the 1 minute mark. Here is Tatum. Tatum with the ball. Tatum now eluding. Tatum tries to go to alley-oop, but good job. Couldn't come. Mitchell Robinson. Here's Hart on the fast break. Hart to Brunson. Brunson back over. McBride rises for three. It's good. 3-pointer. Deuce. McBride. The deuce is loose. Good. Here comes the Knicks. 61-73. Miles McBride rises. Another assist for Brunson. Great job. 73-61. We have a timeout by the Celtics. Timeout on the court by the Boston Celtics. I heard the deuce chant. I heard it, Jack City. They're talking to them in Boston. They're talking to them. Let's go. Hey, girl, you got the sign upside down. Come on. Hey, there we go. What's going on? I'll get you a pass, Gregory. I'll get you a pass. Let me get you a pass. Give me a minute. Your pass is there. Hold on. I got your pass, buddy. Give me a minute. Hold on. I'll get your pass, my friend. Make sure we get that pass going for our boy Gregory here. There you go. You should be ready to go. You should be watching the game now, Francis Gregory. What's up, man? All right, Pritchard. You got it, buddy. Here's Brown. Back to the basket. Brown stops. Stolen by the Knicks. Here's McBride. McBride now charging. Waiting for his teammates. Back on top of key here. They're calling a play here. 28 seconds here. 13 on the shot clock. Jalen Brunson now working. Brunson again. Brunson stops. Floater. Mitchell Robinson had it in his hands. It couldn't come up with it. And Brunson looked like he got fouled there. No call by the refs. Final possession for Boston. Knicks had a chance to get it to 10. A terrible non-call there. And there's a foul to give on Tatum. 6.8 seconds. All right, Tatum will inbound the ball. Tatum will inbound to Brown. Brown with the ball. Shot clock at 4. Brown. He has Mitchell Robinson on him. Step back over Mitchell Robinson. And at the end of the third quarter, Knicks trail 73-61. 73-61 as we hit the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter time as we're getting ready for game 2. Knicks trail. 61-73. Let's go. Only a 12-point deficit. They could have easily got it down to 12 to 10 or even single digits, but the Knicks missed some easy buckets there. D. Ross, possession there. I thought there was a foul on Brunson there, but you know what? You got to continue to persevere and grind. Francisco, Anna Lee, how are you, Anna Lee? Salute to you on the YouTube app. Let me get on the YouTube. I didn't see everyone on the YouTube. I apologize. I saw you, Francisco, on the YouTube app as well on the playback. So you come on over to playback. I got one more pass, I think, left for tonight. All right, they're gonna give out free T-shirts. Here we go. She got her green Mira pants. Visitor, what's going on? Visitor that's watching us. You need a pass? Let me know. I gotta try to find a pass. If you need a pass, let me know. You gotta write in the chat. Let me know, and I'll get you a pass for the game. As they toss free T-shirts. I want the Knicks to win so bad, so they're taking the heads can panic. The talking heads can panic. Yeah, like Colin Cowherd. He says, "Oh, the Knicks ain't gonna win no more games after this." All right, ready to start that fourth quarter. Clutch time. Let's go. We got the clutchest player in the NBA this season. Let's go. Sorry, I wouldn't know how to do that. I would love a T-shirt. They're giving that out in the arena, Anna Lee. I wish I could give T-shirts out. We don't have a sponsor yet. One of these days we'll get a sponsor. We could give out T-shirts and all that stuff. When we get a sponsor, I have no problem giving out free stuff, man. But you could watch on the link when you look at the video description. It says the playback app. You hit that playback app. You go to the playback. You register totally at no cost, free. On the playback, you get to watch the game while we watch along with us. So you see all the shenanigans that we're talking about. That's why we love, because we're kind of transitioning the live watch alongs over to the playback, because you actually see this. You actually see it. You just don't see me in the background. With, of course, there's nothing wrong. You want to watch me in the background. I have no problem with that. But you get to see the game with me also. And you get to see all the comments, everyone in the comments, as you see everybody's names coming up. Well, you don't see it on the YouTube app because you're on the playback. You get to see everybody's comments, everybody's chat. You come on the playback, definitely, and it helps the channel. Damn, we need OG and Bridges to start coming on scoring. Damn, yeah, we need Bridge. We need, other than Brunson, we need. I would love to have two players to get hot. I need two players in double figures other than Brunson in this quarter. I would love a 35-point quarter here to close it out. And the Knicks have done it. Here we go. Now they have the possession. Matt Robinson. Here's Anunoby. Hopefully he's get going. Puts up the shot. No good. Mitchell Robinson just misses that one. He had a hand on that one. He couldn't put that back. But the Knicks had a nice look there, but couldn't corral the offensive rebound either. 12-point game as Pritchard with the ball. Pritchard with the basketball. Pritchard gets the high screen. Pritchard now gives it to Horford. Horford now over to Tatum. Tatum now on the right side. Tatum keeping his dribble guarded by Mitchell Robinson. He's going to put up a three over Robinson. No good. Oh, right there, Porzingis, right place on the spot. And he got fouled by Hart. Not a good foul by the hitman Hart, as Porzingis gets the dunk and has a chance for a three-point play. You can't have those laps, Hart. He just, you know what? He just outpositioned you. There's nothing you could do, Hart. He outpositioned you. He got in front of you, and he got the better position. And Porzingis completes the three-point play. That's a bad play here to start the fourth quarter. 76-61. But the Knicks need to work. Here we go. Hart. Bridges back in the game. Here's Bridges, top of the key. Bridges, free throw line extended, puts up the floaters. The shot clock is good. 76-63. Hopefully we get a Bridges heater here. That's his first point for Bridges. Back over to Harford. Harford kept the ball. Harford now puts up the floater. No good. Hart with the rebound. Hart now stumbles. Hart needs some help. Over to McBride with the ball. McBride will bring it up. Now McBride going strong. He had Porzingis smart to pull back. He's got Tatum now. Extra pass top of the key now to Bridges. Bridges now. Garden. Harford. Bridges working. Bridges lost the ball and he just lost it. Here's Pritchard for three, wide open, and that's good. Pritchard from downtown, 79-63. That's what the Celtics want to do. After the Knicks mishaps, they want to shoot threes. Here's Bridges. Bridges, keep calm, cool, and collective attack, 65-79. Holiday, still play defense, and you attack the basket. Get better shots. Here's Pritchard. Pritchard with the ball, top of the key, guarded by Mitchell Robinson. Porzingis has a mismatch on Bridges. Porzingis with the ball. Porzingis going to shoot over, and that was good defense, but Harford was right there at the right spot. And Harford steals the ball. Hart again being lazy. My God, and good the Knicks come up with that ball. They were so fortunate. As Hart inbound there, and Harford stole it, and they got good defense by the Knicks. Bridges for three. It's good. Mikal Bridges making chicken shit salad because that was a terrible possession for the Knicks. 7 points for Bridges. 81-68. That could have been disastrous. That three saved Hart's hive. Here's Pritchard. Hartford's going to put up a three, and that's side, but Holiday gets the rebound. Bridges and McBride now gives it to Bridges. Bridges with the ball. Puts up another three. That's no good. Rebound by Tatum. Here's Pritchard. Hey, Bridges was feeling it. I'm not going to get mad for him taking that three. He was feeling it. He's on a heater. That was a heat check. Yeah, Vernon. Here's Tatum. Tatum loses the ball. Tatum gets the ball back to Pritchard's going to put up a three, and that's good. Damn, that guy. Somebody put a mirror in front of Pritchard. He's not that good to be shooting that. Here's Hart. Lost the ball. Hart gets the back. Over to Mitchell Robinson. Robinson now. Robinson puts it up. Count it and one. Chance for a three-point play for Mitchell Robinson. But now Mitch has to hit this free throw. So when I'm more focused and alert, I'll get you alert. There you go, Anna Lee. Oh, my God. Sorry to hear that, Miss Lee. Sorry to hear that on an unfortunate accident. Here's a big three-point opportunity at the line for Mitchell Robinson. Man, if this was a free throw that he needs to hit, this is a big one. Go ahead, Mitch. Calm, cool, and collected, Mitch. Oh. That was an airball free throw. Oof, big Mitch. All right. Next down by 14. That was a bad free throw by Big Mitch. Holy moly. Pritchard. Harford. Pritchard with the ball. Pritchard kicks it back to Harford. Harford in the corner. Brown thought about the three. Now Brown driving. Brown stops. Fall away. Jumper. No good. Rebound by Mitchell Robinson. Here's my McBride. I only got to do is laugh on Mitch's air ball. McBride with the ball. Top of the key. McBride now with the basketball. McBride gets in front of Pritchard. Here's Anunoby. That was a foul, blocking foul right there on Brown. No call. Anunoby. And that ball is still loose. Pritchard comes up with it. Wow, they're not calling it, but that's fine. Let them play. Here's Brown. Back over to Harford. Pritchard is going to put up another three and misses. Box out. And McBride had it. McBride lost it, but right to the hands, and they're going to say out of bounds. Damn. We need to get some stops. I'm with you, Curly Goddess. I'm with you. Wow, 7:35. This fourth quarter is going quick. Down by 14. Game one felt like it felt forever to finish. Holiday would inbound the ball. Gets it to Pritchard. Pritchard now. Pritchard in the corner. Got McBride. Shot clock at 9. Pritchard with the ball. Pritchard wide open for three. And that's an air ball. And that'll be Nick Ball. 14 points. They're going to shoot the three. The Knicks got to still grind, attack the basket, get an offense, get down low, get attack, attack, attack. There's still time, plenty of time to attack the basket, get the easy bucket, get the high percentage. Brunson is on right now resting. He played. Here we go. He's resting right now. Here is Bridges. Bridges again. Bridges lost the ball, but last touch by Cornette. 12 on the shot clock. When do in about another minute or so, you bring Brunson back. The Knicks getting some valuable time for Brunson to sit. The Knicks going to try to make this cut this down to single digits before Brunson gets back. You're the Knicks fans that you're looking for. Here is Bridges. Back over to now. Bridges gets the ball from Mitchell Robinson. Bridges again puts up jumper. And he gets the shot. Bridges coming alive for the Knicks here in the fourth quarter. 12-point deficit for the Knicks. Boston with the ball. Brown, they need to play some defense as Brunson looks to check in on the scoring table. Brown pulling it back out here. He has Bridges on the switch. Brown and Bridges one-on-one. Kicks it out. Holiday now driving. Holiday kicks it in the corner. Hartford wide open for three. Hartford no good. The back of the court. The Knicks could cut it down to 10. But there we go. Brunson will check back in at the dead ball here. We have a timeout here. Timeout with 6:39 in the fourth quarter. Timeout. I believe it's a TV timeout. Timeout on the court. Timeout on the court. Timeout on the court. The Knicks trail 84-72 with 6:39. Super Brunson, let's go. Right now, I need a three-man. I need a triangle offense. I need three-man game. I need Towns to hit some shots. I need Brunson to go on his normal heater and continue Mikal Bridges' hot shooting. All right, we got timeout right now. Argo, I think they're doing that on purpose, dude. I think they're leaving. They're playing the analytic game with Boston. If they're gonna, I think they're playing the analytic game. I know it's a dangerous game, Argo, but I think that's what they're. I think that's what they're doing. Boston has 15 offensive rebounds to 6. That's a big no-no right there. On the court. I just saw something on next that had me rolling. This team is not good like everyone has them. We're giving this game away. It's still not over, but yes, I see what you mean. All right, here we go. Knicks will bring the ball up. Brunson back in the game. Brunson handling the basketball now. You got Brunson on. Got Bridges, Towns, Mitchell Robinson, and Hart. Bridges looking for Brunson. Shot clock at 9. Well, Bridges will get the ball back. Now Bridges around the curl. Bridges got nowhere to go. Bridges going up and under. Reverse left is good. Burkell Bridges keep his hot streak. Knicks down by 10. We're at the halfway point through the quarter. 84-74. Here's to Brown. Knicks got to play some defense. Brown. Harford, top of the key. Harford thought about the 3. Now Harford spins. Harford now stops. Harford now pull. Floater, no good. Rebound, back tap. Right to the hands of Brunson. Brunson, Knicks have numbers. Brunson now. Bridges for 3 in the transition is gone. 3-pointer. Macau Bridges. Knicks down by 7. 84-76. Here come the Knicks. 9-0 run by the Knicks. Brown, Harford, White with the ball. White is going to pull up a 3, and that's no good. Rebound by Karl-Anthony Towns. We'll give it to Brunson. 84-76. Brunson with the ball. Here's Bridges. I thought the Knicks should be down by 77, 84, but we'll see. Hold on. Here's Bridges. Bridges with the ball. Bridges got bumped. Bridges tippy-toeing over to Brunson. Brunson with the curl. Brunson step back. Puts up the 3. That's no good. That's going to, no, then they'll let it play. That should have been a shot clock violation. Brown and White, and they're going to call a bailout foul. That's a dumb call. Because that's, first of all, that should have been a shot clock violation. And then Hart got called for a foul for playing some good defense. That's a bailout because he blew the layup. Actually, it did graze the side of the rim. Got Kevin Scott is a terrible referee. His whole face and demeanor says crooked as he hits the first one, 85-76. Oh, yeah, that should have been a foul. He didn't allow him to land. That's a foul. That's a flagrant foul. No, I don't want him to fall on his foot and roll an ankle because then he's hurt. Wow, that's a terrible call by the referee. Terrible call. But you know what? Persevere, Knicks. Rise above it, and let's go. 86-76, down by 10, 5-minute mark. Knicks go on a 12-2 run, and we'll tie. Let's go. That's a 5-point swing, Vernon, indeed. Here's Brunson. Back over to Bridges. Bridges now. Bridges top of the key. Bridges going to put up a 3. No good. Rebound. Hart tracks it down. That should have been a foul. Loose ball foul. Brunson from downtown. That should have been a 4-point play on that loose ball foul kick out. 79-86. 11 points for Brunson. 79-86. White with the ball. Let's see if the Celtics start tightening up rushing shots on their 3s. Here's White. White with the ball. White guarded by Hart. Here's Tatum. Tatum back to the basket. Tatum backing in. Bounce pass here to White. Steps in for 3. And that one no good. Rebound by Towns. 79-86. Knicks to try to cut to this deficit. 4-minute mark. Here's Jalen again. Jalen now putting the afterburner. Brunson now keeping the ball alive. Top of the key. Shot clock at 13. Brunson keeping his dribble alive. Brunson baseline. Kicks it out of Hart. Good pass. Hart. Hart now over to Bridges. Bridges rises for 3. No good. Hart gets the rebound. Back and Tatum gets it. Now he'll give it a Holiday. The Knicks try to keep that alive. Here's White. Thought about the 3. Now rifles this one. Tatum wide open for 3. Puts it up. And that's no good. Bridges with the rebound. So the Celtics had a chance to put a little bit of a dagger, a little or spirit breaker, but misses. 79-86. Brunson with the ball. Jalen Brunson, top of the key. Brunson over to Bridges, over to Hart. Hart now driving. Hart puts up the floater. It's good. 81-86. Knicks down by 5. Knicks down by 5. Down by 5 with 3:13. Defense. Let's go, Knicks. Defense. Here's Brown. Now let's see who gets tight. Down by 5. Brown top of the key. Brown now. Brown gets the screen. Brown wide open for 3 straight ahead. No good. Rebound by the Knicks as Mitchell Robinson will give it to Brunson. Now if you're Nick Tom Thibodeau, do you get Mitchell Robinson out of it? Here's a 3 by Brunson. No good. Mitchell Robinson gets the rebound. And there's a foul on the floor to back of Mitch. 2:43. Knicks down by 5. .243 in the game. Celtics by 5, 86-82. I guess they changed the call there. So the Knicks down by 4. They changed the call, 86-82. They didn't give credit to that 3 because Bridges hit. So Knicks down by 4. Enough time for the win, Curly Goddess. Let's go. The Knicks are down by 4. They counted that 3-pointer they counted as a 2 on the court, and they went to replay, and they saw the Bridges 3. That was a 3. That's why I said it earlier. I said the Knicks, they only credited for 2. It should be a 3. So yeah, they changed that. Not a lot of spirits by the Celtics fans here. Okay, there's a few there. They're not all standing up. There's a lot of them sitting down. Hi, Timu Farrell Williams. Yeah, I saw them. Thank you for being a friend. All right, Knicks trail by 4. We're waiting for this timeout here. The foul. Mitchell Robinson got fouled. Don't know if that's going to be free throws or side out of bounds. I don't know what how many team fouls is it. If they're side out of bounds, you have to take Mitch off the floor. But let's see. It's crazy. Josh Hart, leading scorer. Brunson got to wake up. But this is his time. This is the time. That's 86-82. We called that. We saw that a mile away. I don't have to be working for the NBA. Side out of bounds. So though Mitchell Robinson still in the game with 2:43. Interesting that they kept Mitch in the game. No OG here. Brunson will be the inbounder. OG. Actually, no OG on the bench. Mitchell Robinson got hacked. This is from Tom Thibodeau. That was a big mistake for Tom Thibodeau. You had to put OG in for Mitchell Robinson. Because they're just, and there it is. As soon as I say that, and OG going to the storage table, that should have been done before the timeout, unless if they wanted to get them over the limit in their foul issues. OG did not get a chance to. Ooh, that's a tough one. The officials did not allow OG to sub in. Brunson will be the inbounder again. Brunson over to Mitchell Robinson. They foul him again. 2:41. So they're racking up the team fouls. So that's a smart move by the Knicks here. They keep giving the ball to Mitch. They're going to keep fouling him. And the Celtics, and there's OG for Mitch Robinson. That was a good strategy, but Thibodeau, I questioned it in the beginning, but now the Celtics are using up all their team fouls. Silly team fouls here on a 4-point game. Okay, here we go. Brunson will be the inbounder now. He'll get it to Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns with the ball on Brown. Over the Bridges. Back to Anunoby. Anunoby looking for Brunson. Over the Hart. Hart up and under. Towns with the footback. It's good. Count it and one. Just for a 3-point play. Thundercat. Oh, Karl-Anthony Towns with the putback and one. Wait a minute. Why did it not put the points on the board? 86-84. Here we go. All right, here we go. They were down 80. Down by 2. Big free throw by Karl-Anthony Towns. And he completes the 3-point play. Knicks down by 1. 2:33 left in the game. 2:33 left in the game. Knicks on a 17-2 run. 17-2 run. Here's Tatum. Tatum with the ball. Tatum top of the key. Tatum eluding. Tatum guarded by Anunoby. Tatum now with the basketball. Tatum back to the basket. Tatum fall away jumper. That's no good. Rebound by the Knicks. Knicks could take the lead here. 2:12 here. Brunson, the most clutch player, has the ball in his hands. Brunson now, top of the screen, gets a screen by Hart. Brunson now, keeping his dribble. Brunson with the nice crossover move. Brunson again, Mighty Mouse. Pull a jumper. It's good! Jalen Brunson puts the Knicks up by 1. 87-86. The Knicks' first lead of the game. Here's Brown. Brown with the basketball. Knicks got to play some defense. Brown with the ball. Brown on the elbow. Brown backed in. Brown stops. Puts up the floater. No good. Back tap. The Knicks get the ball. Jalen and Brunson with the ball. 87-86. 96 seconds left in the game. Brunson with the ball. Brunson gets the high screen. Brunson with the basketball. Brunson top of the key. Jalen again with the basketball. Top of the key guarded by Holiday. Shot clock at 7. Catch and shoot 3 for Bridges. No good. Rebound. And Hartford gets a tough rebound. I don't know how he got that rebound. Here's Tatum. Tatum with the ball. Bounce pass here. White. And there's a reaching foul on Brunson. 1:15 in regulation. Knicks have a foul to give, so they were fortunate on that foul to give there. $87-86. They inbound to Brown. Brown with the top of the key. Brown with the basketball. Brown working on Brunson. Brown, pull up the jumper. No good. White misses the tip in. They were trying to hunt for foul. No call. Here comes the Knicks. 1 minute. Here's Brunson. Euro. Brunson, stop. Up and under. It's good. Jalen Brunson. The Knicks on a 22-2 run. Knicks up by 3. Under a minute. Here is Brown. Here's Tatum, excuse me. Tatum with the ball. Tatum strapped. Tatum going strong. Karl-Anthony Towns there, and they call a foul. A cheap foul. A cheap foul on Karl-Anthony Towns. I think that's Brunson's 3rd foul, Jody. Then I don't think none of the Knicks are in foul trouble. But there's some big free throws here. Let's see. Tatum hits the first one. 87-89. And he hits a pair of free throws here. 1 point Knicks lead. Knicks got to execute their offense. They got to execute their offense. Nice and easy. Here's Brunson, Captain Clutch. Brunson with the ball. Brunson almost lost that ball on Holiday. Shot clock at 12. Brunson with the basketball. Brunson again. 8 on the shot clock. Brunson puts up the 3. No good. Air ball. Anunoby had it. And what we got here? An out of bounds. The Knicks were I'm going to be honest with you. That was a little bit of a fortunate situation that he was out of bounds here. But the Knicks got to defend. They got to defend because Boston was trying to run. They were going to run with the basketball. 89-88. But the Knicks need need a possession. They need a turnover. Mitchell Robinson, McBride coming in for their defense prowess. 24.2. So this is pretty much the game. Pretty much the game, as Joe Masula will call a timeout. We need defense. We need a boy. We'll love a steal here. We'll love a turnover and a steal by the Celtics. Timeout here. Woo. I get what you're saying, Tony. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Knicks up by 1. Boston with the possession. 24.2 seconds. Game number 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Knicks have a one game to none lead. They're 24 seconds to taking a 2-0 lead on the road. But Boston with the possession, they have to defend. Knicks do not have a foul to give. They do have 2 timeouts remaining and a challenge. Both teams in the bonus. Here we go. Boston would inbound the ball from the backcourt. They'll go the long way. Here's Brown. Here's Tatum. Tatum driving. Tatum going strong. Tatum with the dunk. That was too easy. 90-89, 18.5 timeout by the Knicks. That was too easy. Tatum went and no one defended. That was too easy. Boston with a 1-point lead. That was a master drive. He went the full length of the court. No, and Mitchell Robinson got crossed over. No one there. That was too easy, and some say they scored that too easy. Knicks look at trying to hold off and win this game on the road. OG should have kept them in front. Yeah, they just let him go through. Yeah, I think the Knicks wanted to. I think the Knicks. I don't know. I'm thinking this Curly Goddess. I think they're trying to set up for the final play, hold the ball and control it and win it. That's what I think. I mean, that was too easy of a shot. That was too easy for him to go down the penetrating to the lane. Mitchell Robinson got a caught. If I was Mitch, I would have stepped. I would have just stood waiting for him. I know you don't want to get an illegal defense, but I would have waited for him as high as possible without getting called an illegal defense call. Now this ball looks like it's going to go to Brunson's hands. Does Brunson have another clutch shot in him? Or does Bridges come up big? Or is the hitman? Right now we've seen Jalen Brunson going to Josh Hart. They have a good rapport. OG for the game winner, Tony's calling it. All right, here we go. Knicks would inbound. Brunson with the ball will be inbounding. Brunson looking to inbound. He'll get it to Hart. Gets it back to Brunson. Brunson with the ball. Brunson stops. Brunson got the foul, and he got fouled. Brunson to the line for some free throws. Free throw time. Now, Brunson has to hit these free throws. Calm, cool, and collected. First one is the most important one of them all. We're tied. We're tied at 90. This is for the lead for the Knicks. Boston still has one more timeout left, though. And he hits it. Knicks up by 1. 12.7. They're not going to call their timeout. They're going to go with it. 11 seconds here. Boston's going to try to walk it off on the Knicks. Tatum again. Tatum with the ball. Tatum going underneath. Tatum, block. Oh, the Knicks take it. The Knicks do it again. Holy shit. The Knicks do it again. Game 2 goes in the bag. Mikal Bridges, he's got that pay the toll. You don't got the easy pass. The Knicks takes it again. Game 2. 2 games to nothing lead. Let's go, Knicks. Yes. 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 Take that, Colin Cowherd. The Knicks are not going to win another game. Take that, Colin. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. We love this fucking team. Let's go. Damn. This is why I love this team. Damn. Damn, man. Woo. Man. Man. Woo. The Knicks went in there with no bread, no water. They just me. Let's go. Yo. Let's go. Yes. Yes. And the Garden is going to be rocking at Madison Square Garden Saturday afternoon. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Woo. We are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks. Let's go. Damn, this team, man. Let's go. Happy birthday to you, Tony. Happy birthday to you, Tony. Congrats. Let's go. Yo, Chef, 2-0, baby. 2-0. Talk to them Knicks. Talk to them Knicks. And Vernon said, we got this. I left that highlighted. Vernon, you saw that I left your post highlighted. I didn't, I'm sorry, guys, that I didn't put everyone else's quote. But when Vernon says we got this, we got it. Vernon, let's go. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Have we not been saying this all year? We want them.
Yes. Oh, let's go. And that's with a Brunson having an off 3 quarters. Okay. Towns hasn't really played up to any all-star level.
So
and we're up 2-0.
I need to know, did they miss 45 threes tonight?
What's the excuse now? And last time I heard the excuse that it was raining. I swear to God, Chef, I saw it on one of the media outlets because of the rain. The Knicks couldn't won the game. They blamed the weather. Oh man, the Pistons series woke us up. Yeah, and I think Agent Argo said it on the chat, on the comment section on my YouTube channel. They're coming and they're gelling together. They're playing as a team. And I think you're right, Cargo. Correct me if I'm wrong. You mentioned that on my comment section on the YouTube channel. Pacers up 2-0, Cavaliers 2-0. Let's go. Yeah. I read those comments. I really appreciate you guys when you write the comments. I definitely read it. I don't take it for granted. I love it. My God, what a game, Chef. What a game. Oh, baby.
I'm sweating right now.
You're not the only one. I don't know how I'm going to go to sleep.
So what?
I don't know how I'm going to
go to sleep to go to work tomorrow. I can't.
And physically, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie, ladies and gentlemen. Physically, I'm exhausted. But mentally, I'm ready to go. Mentally, I'm
Yo, that's what a Knicks game does to you, man.
Oh, my God. I am physically exhausted, but I am mentally awake and pumped. I mean, right now, my goodness, the Knicks are undefeated on the road in the playoffs. There you go. They're the Road Warriors. They're the Legion of Doom. What a rush when the Knicks play. Let's go. Man, Jack City's having a pump. J.D. Davison is pumped. Currently, Gordy Goddess is pumped. Everyone is pumped in the chat. My goodness, Chef. What a game. This team continues to do what we think the unthinkable. Holy moly. 2-0 teamwork. Yes. You know what? We also got to contribute. We also got to give his flowers and his accolades to Mikal Bridges. Yes. Mikal Bridges with the steals 2 games in a row. That fourth quarter heater that he had for the Knicks until Brunson got in there and kicked some free throws.
Kev, Right now, Mikal Bridges is averaging like 9 points for the series. But those 9 points in the defensive moments are worth all the picks he got traded for.
My goodness, and that's having a mediocre OG Anunoby play. I thought OG was mediocre today. Not bad, not great, but he was just there. I loved it. My goodness, this team is up 2-0 with 3 games at Madison Square Garden to secure 2. 3 games at Madison Square Garden to secure 2. Just think about that, ladies and gentlemen. They need 2 games to move on, and they have three of them at Madison Square Garden. Just think about that. Let that sit in. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. That's why, man, let's go. You know what?
We're not doing that yet.
I think a gentleman. We're being gentlemen. We're being gentlemen.
All right? We're being gentlemen.
We're being
These are
gentlemen.
the ex-champions. Let's not, yeah, exactly. Argo said it best. Let's not jinx it.
We're being gentlemen about it. Man, let's act like we've been here. We have. Man, what this team. And I want to hear what the national media is going to say now. Because, again, Colin Cowherd said, the Knicks, that's the only game the Knicks are going to win. That's the only game they're going to win in the series. Well, this is 2 now. And they went into Boston and won it. While Boston led the whole game. And as Harlow's looking for a scrap there. He's like, feed me.
Oh, you see him in the corner.
Oh, yeah. That's my boy right there. He's like, feed me, man. Come on, man. Drop a little bit of a crumb. Drop a crumb.
Look, a whole piece of meatloaf.
There you go. My goodness. There you go. He's going for it. Pacers, if they pull in the series, they'll get by the Celtics, and the Pacers versus the Knicks is going to be a fight fest. Oh, my God. Tony, even the WWE is going to have to be interjecting that Pacers-Knicks series. But we got a lot ways to go. Let's not touch the money. Let's not jump ahead.
Let's worry about the plate in front of us.
Yes, look at that plate right there. Bon appetit. Bon appetit. With that said, we're going to say goodnight right now because we're pumped. We're excited. Don't forget, Saturday afternoon, we're going to be here lock and loaded, ready to go. My goodness, Backlash this week as well, Nate Dogg. We're going to be here for the Knicks game, and then I'm going right into Backlash. It's double feature for the channel, but this is what it's all about. We appreciate it, man. Have a good night, guys. Enjoy. Curly Goddess. Again, thank you again, Des, D-Ross, Tony, Jody Davison, Jack City, Gregory. Thank you, Francisco. Appreciate you. We got Drawn from Still Knicks fan in the building. Thank you again. Everyone joining us. Big task at hand, of course. I cannot say good night to Big Task at hand. Salute to you, D-Ross, Argo, everyone in the chat. Miss Anna Lee over there as well on the YouTube side of the platform. Steve Feltlight, everyone on, man, I love it. Have a good night. Let's go New York. Go New York. Go New York. Go.
Where's Bill Simmons at?